Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Philip Janelle, again, and today is my video review on the 1990s R&B girl group En Vogue. And first off, the original lineup of En Vogue is Dawn Robinson, Terry Ellis, Maxine Jones, and Cindy Herron. And I'm friends with 3 of the En Vogue members on Facebook: Dawn, Terry, and Maxine. I would be friends with Cindy, but Cindy doesn't have a profile, so that makes me friends with only 3. But anyways, down with the video. So it was 1990. Hold On was the lead single of the first album, Born to Sing, and the first album was just absolutely over the moon. It was just absolutely cool. Like, the group almost took off overnight, and they were over the moon. It was just so amazing. And 2 years later, their second album, 1992, Funky Divas, that's the album that really took the group to the next level. And after the success of the Funky Divas CD, the dynamics of the group started changing, and the group began renegotiating their production deal with Thomas McElroy and Denzil Foster, the original producers of the group. And the group began having a little bit of problems negotiating, and once Thomas McElroy and Denzil Foster was out of the picture and the record label was in control, that's when things really started fracturing for the group. And as Dawn was quoted saying back in 2008, when she had rejoined the group, she was quoted as saying, "Whenever you go platinum, the first contract you had goes out the window. Bam, it's gone." And then a year and a half later, in September 1993, sorry. In September 1993, they released their Runaway Love EP, which a music video was made for, and the EP is just absolutely amazing, especially the song, and it's just incredible. And they were absolutely awesome. And then 2 years later, in the era of 1995, there was supposed to be another En Vogue album. That didn't happen, so instead it turned into Terry Ellis's solo album, Southern, titled as Southern Gal. And the album didn't turn out to be quite as popular, but it was still amazing to me, I thought. And then in 1997, there was supposed to be the next album was supposed to be the EV4 album, but 2 months prior to the album being released, Dawn had left the group in April 1997, and she had left before any artworks were shot and any music videos were filmed, and 95% of the album was complete with Dawn on it, and a couple of the songs on the album, the EV3 album, which is what it became because Dawn left. The album was 95% complete with Dawn on it, and only a few songs didn't have Dawn in it because she had left a couple 2 months prior, like I had said. And the head of the record label at the time was Sylvia Rohn, who I feel was responsible for breaking up, who was responsible for Dawn leaving. And I don't think that it was Dawn's fault that En Vogue was destroyed. I feel like it was Sylvia Rohn's fault and all the dynamics and stuff like that. I never blamed Dawn even once. And Dawn unfortunately couldn't cope with what was going on, so she had left the group. She was like, I can't do it, I can't stay. And the head of the record label at the time, like I had said, was Sylvia Rohn, and she felt like that there was going to be problems with Dawn for some strange reason. It's like she knew that there was going to be problems with Dawn, because she was the one who caused them, in my opinion. And then after an 8-year hiatus, in 2005, Dawn had rejoined En Vogue, causing Rhona Bennet to leave, the newest member, and Dawn and Maxine returned to the group, and that caused Rhona Bennett to leave. And then the group was signed to the label The Firm Management Group, one of the industry's largest, one of the music industry's largest labels of all time. And due to negotiation issues and agreement issues and terms of business, Dawn decided to leave En Vogue once again, and the group was dropped. And the group was dropped, and the label wouldn't accept them unless it was the original foursome, which I can't blame. And then 3 years later, in April 2008, Dawn had rejoined En Vogue again, and was in the group for a number of years doing live shows and performances. And she was in the group again from April 2008 to December 2011. And when the original foursome was together, 3 months prior to Dawn leaving, there was a single released called I'll Cry Later, released on September 26, 2011, and it was released to contemporary radio stations. And it wasn't released on iTunes until April 2015, which I have on my iPod, and it's absolutely cool and amazing. And that was it for En Vogue once again, once Dawn left, and Maxine had left again, and the new trio of En Vogue, Terry, Cindy, and Rhona, was back together again, and they're about to release their new album in August of 2017, titled Electric Cafe, and it's going to be released in August of this year, and I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be so amazing. And that was my video review on the 90s R&B girl group En Vogue. And this is Philip Janelle signing off. See y'all guys later.